That is King of Kigosho himself. Just exited this space a few minutes ago. The vibe is still around here in studio. And our last guest of the day, Ako Hapa. We are still on Matters Music. Now we shift focus and look at the gospel first in the industry. Phil Kimemia is my guest for the next 30 minutes. Karibu sana to the program, Phil.
Asante sana.
Uko fiti?
Niko fresh.
Uko freshy. How are you doing today?
I'm good. You?
I'm good. Now, you were actually in Akorino before you moved to this side. And I was just telling you off air that from what I know,
yes,
and perhaps you can combo our knowledge and let us know. Yeah. From what I know is that as in ukisha kwa Akorino, you don't really move. This is like your religion. But sasa umekuwa basically Christian Aziz.
Yeah.
Tell me a bit about that.
So yeah, it is. When you're an Akorino, most people expect that you're not going to remove it. But still, it is a personal decision to have it. Yeah. So it's not that you can't remove it, or the myth that, you know, when you remove it, something will happen to you, or that, or this, or that.
That's there actually. Like something might happen to you.
People say, people talk about it, but I haven't seen it before. Yeah. Maybe when it was something different from what I know.
Yes.
But I've been with people, and I know people who have had it before and have chucked it. Yes.
So all this in Ahonga too, myths surrounding, it's just, it's a myth and misconception.
Myths too. Wanajaribu kuweka vitu huko ndani.
But you can.
Yeah, you can remove it.
You know, we say in Christianity, it's basically, this is your relationship. It's a relationship between you and God.
Exactly.
This religion isn't his side shoes. But it's basically a relationship.
It's your relationship.
Yeah.
So pia mimi nikitoa taba nilikuwa ninajitafutia njia yangu.
Ulikuwa kwa hiyo msafara.
Nilikuwa kwa hiyo msafara. As you are growing, you know, you find yourself.
Yes,
so you decide, okay, let me choose this path.
Now the surrounding myths and misconception around it while you were living, because when you were born, this is actually where you found yourself in before you even thought about getting into the music space.
Yes.
As in, did you get any backlash, any discrimination? Was it just an easy path? How was it?
It was so easy.
It was?
Yeah, because my family, friends, and the ones around me supported it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't hard. You know, I was just like, my mom told me, if you remove it, just remove it and don't leave God. So I'm okay with it. You just find you, do you.
So the rest of the family members are still in their
No, actually not all. In my family, 3 of us don't have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So ni kila mtu just find your way.
So kila mtu,
as long as you don't leave God.
As long as you don't leave God.
Okay.
Umelelewa kwa kanisa.
Yes.
So as long as you don't leave God, where jisort.
Where jisort.
Yeah, jifind. Yeah.
Now you're getting into the gospel space. This was what, in 2017?
2017. Yeah.
So we are counting like around 5 to 6 years of you being in the industry. Just first of all, how has it been like for you? How has that journey been?
It's been good, full of challenges.
Why full of challenges?
Full of learning and unlearning. It is.
Yeah?
You know,
music is not easy.
Music is not easy. Also, being a Christian is not easy.
Wait, pause. Why?
Because
I thought, I'm sorry to cut you short, and allow me to butt in, because I thought, like, you know, when you are, yes, there are challenges, but God, especially when he calls you, because, you know, when you do gospel, we say he has ujajita.
It's a calling,
it's a calling, and he does make provision. So why is it difficult?
That is not a problem. The problem is not provision. Because, you know, you go through a lot of things as a person, you know, as much as you're saved, wewe ni dorin kabla hatujaleta umeokoka na nini, right? So you go through a lot of stuff. Na challenges ziko. So hizo I kuji na maybe the provision part of it, all that, because then you're growing situations, you know. So it's tough, but God anakupatia grace.
What's the tough?
Ya cope up.
What's the toughest bit? A good number of artists I've talked to, they always say finances. Finance is one of the biggest challenges of most artists. Talk about shooting an audio, a video.
And you know, the people need quality.
So
it's tough. Yes. Finances at times zinasumbua kidogo. And also growth yako wewe personally. Because, you know, at times you find yourself in some situations where you can't be creative. Yani uko na vitu zenye unapitia kwa life zenye, yani I'm not in a state where I can even be creative enough to come up with something. You know? There are times uko tu una feel ama niko na hii distance na God. So kuna times if you look at my journey, so from 2017 I've done like maybe 1 project a year. Because huku katikati kuna vitu mingi napitia. Saa zingine unapata I'm not in the space
that creative space.
Yeah, but eventually God's grace is sufficient. Yeah, because eventually unapitia hizi, but anakuja anakuweka kwa mikono yake, anakumold, unakuja unasettle. So yeah, finances are there and many other things.
Many other things. Yeah. What was this moment for you that you just were in your music journey? Now can feel, by the way, this is it for me. As in me, I am done. I don't want to do this no more. What was this time for you?
I had a frustration, producing music. Then you no longer have the money, and I was doing a side business, and it collapsed. So I was just in a state where I'm like, unajua kuna saa zingine, especially when unakuja ukigrow spiritually, utajua hiyo ilikuwa tu immaturity ya spiritual immaturity. Well, okay, it's normal. Utafika hapo una feel nimejam na God. Naambia hii kazi si yangu, by the way. Ni nini sasa? And I'm like, I'm like, sifanyi tena. I'm just going to do my businesses. I pursue my businesses, and music nitaimba kwa church. But grace has been sufficient. Yeah.
So what's this that keeps you aground as an artist? Because I mean, when you look at these challenges, sometimes it's not easy. Just finances aside, going by what you're also talking about, sometimes it's just too difficult. And you realize in the creative space, in music, in arts, what sells is your creativity. Because you keep saying in the arts and the talent, you can find many of us. But there's just something, there's just that it thing. There's what makes you peculiar and different. What is it that keeps you aground? You just want to continue doing regardless?
It's because it's a calling. It's not my ministry.
Ujajita.
Sijajiita.
Umeitwa.
Sijajiita. So as much as itafika time ni feel I'm discouraged, then I remind myself it's not your work, so you just continue doing it. Because also as a Christian, we are witnesses till the ends of the earth.
Exactly.
So we are supposed to witness, and God sasa mimi apart from kukua tu Christian amekupatia the talent. So you're supposed to do something more than just be in church and telling people, I'm saved and doing this and that. So the knowledge that it's not my work, it's God's work, keeps me going. Because I know he's got me.
He's got you. He's got you covered.
He's got me.
I mean, besides, we say not by might, not by power, but by the Spirit. And when you're called, you're not doing it as unto anyone who's given you the space, not as unto your employer, but as unto God. Tell us a bit about this song, the one just playing there. The director can just return it. The one that was just playing on TV. Which one is that one, and what was the inspiration behind it?
Kesho. Kesho is a song that speaks about tomorrow. Tomorrow. Kesho.
This is it,
tomorrow.
This is Kesho.
Oh, this one.
This one is what?
This one is Hakuna.
Hakuna.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us a bit about that. Then we'll come to Kesho.
All right. So Hakuna just talks about there's none like God. You can't compare him to any other person, any other being. Yani, he's the Rock of Ages, King of Kings. So I'm just talking about who he is. Jehovah Rapha. You're just telling people there is none like him. Like no one is above him. So it's a song just telling people that there is none like God.
There is none like God. What was the inspiration on this one? What inspired it?
Mostly what I go through in my daily life. You experience something and you're like, wow, hapo ni God.
I am telling you for true.
So, and also, you think about, like now, you're on the road daily.
Like there's nothing as true as that. I can't. You just have a sudden, you're like, by there come a God and you come through. Aki and Nani, hapa there was nothing.
I know.
Literally.
So, anakusave.
That's so legit.
Kuna situations zenye unapitia, yani unaona, wow. You just sit down and you're like,
You just said that, and my mind just went back to 2020. There was some time. Okay, sorry for another day, but then you just reorient and you realize, by then, if God had never came through,
I was done.
I was totally done.
So it's a song just expressing that. Wow. he is the one who's doing everything in your life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So just basically just looking at what God has done for you, what he's doing, what he said to them, you go like, okay.
Yeah.
And hakuna kama yeye.
And also around me, you know, you unaishi na watu.
Exactly.
Kwa hivyo you also learn from what people are going through and you're like, wow. Hapo ni God alidu. So there's none like him.
People say that God doesn't exist. It's a lie. God exists. He's real.
A big lie.
It's a big lie. Because he does exist.
He does exist.
You just sometimes go through things in life and you realize God is true.
But mostly people miss him. People
miss it. Right. So we just really have to finish at this particular point.